Hello everyone, welcome to the online video lecture series for computer science with Python. So this is the first lecture series. So in this video lecture we are going to talk about the chapter 1, which is revision of the basics of Python. So in this lecture we'll be talking about what we have studied in class 11th. Okay, so let's start it. So we'll be starting with introduction. So as we know that Python is a general purpose programming language, and it is developed by Guido van Rossum in 1991. The Python language has mainly three important versions: Python 1, Python 2 and Python 3. So Python 1 is very less used, but Python 2 and Python 3, they are being used now also. But Python 3 is Python 2 is not that much used, but Python 3 it is used, and it will be the future of Python. Okay, so why exactly we are using Python? It is used for software development, web development, that is server side, then system scripting and mathematics. So we'll be talking about all these things gradually. Now let's talk about the different features of Python. इसका मतलब हम Python क्यों यूज करते हैं और उससे क्या हमको फायदा मिलता है. Python हम इसलिए यूज करते हैं because of this amazing features. Okay, so first feature is it is easy to use. So why it is easy to use? It's because it has very simple syntactic rules. So there are some different other high level languages like C, C++, Java. So they are having very strictly syntactic rule, and it is kind of somewhat tedious in C, C++. But in case of Python, the syntax are very easy. So this thing we have already studied in class 11th, isn't it? Okay, so next one is it is interpreted language. That means what? The code execution and interpretation is line by line. तो हम जानते हैं कि पाइथन का जो कोड है वो कैसे एग्जीक्यूट होता है, लाइन बाय लाइन, इंटरप्रेटर के यूज मदद से, है ना. नेक्स्ट वन इज it is cross platform language. That means it can run without having any problem in any of the operating system, like Windows operating system, Linux or Macintosh. Okay, the next one is Python is expressive language. That means what? Less lines of code has to be written in Python to write any program, and if the same program will be written in some other languages like C, C++, Java, then more lines of code has to be written. Okay, so that is the meaning of expressive language. The next one is completeness. Completeness means Python supports wide range of libraries. Okay, Python supports wide range of libraries. Like in class 11th we have studied basic Python. As we will be going to higher classes, we will be dealing with numerical calculations. For that we are having numerical Python or NumPy. For scientific calculations or scientific research purpose, we are having SciPy or scientific Python. To plot some graph or some charts, we can use there is a library called pyplotlib. Okay, so these are different libraries for different purposes, so that's why it is called completeness. Okay, the next feature is free and open source. That means what? This Python can be downloaded freely and source code can be modified for improvement. Okay, so this free and open source concept we have already discussed in class 11th. ओके, इसका मतलब ये है कि आप वो सॉफ्टवेयर को फ्रीली डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं और उसको आप इजीली मॉडिफाई करके उसको इम्प्रूवमेंट के लिए अपने हिसाब से यूज कर सकते हैं. तो दिस इज द मीनिंग ऑफ फ्री एंड ओपन सोर्स. ओके, so these are some features of Python. Now let's talk about why what are the different shortcomings or demerits of Python. The first one is it is written wrongly, I guess, because lesser libraries. So Python is not having lesser library. It is having equally comparable libraries as Java and C++. Okay, so I don't deny with this point. Even I searched the internet, I don't find any claims that it is having lesser libraries. Okay, so I am just marked it in this way. Okay, so this is not the shortcoming in my point of view. Then second one is slow language. Yes, this is a shortcoming. So why it is slow language? It is because of the interpreter. ठीक है, इसका मतलब ये है जैसे कि हम जानते हैं दो तरह के लैंग्वेज प्रोसेसर्स है, एक है कंपाइलर, एक है इंटरप्रेटर. तो कंपाइलर में क्या होता है, कंपाइलर में जब हम एक कोड मतलब प्रोग्राम लिखते हैं, उस प्रोग्राम एग्जीक्यूट होने के लिए उससे पहले कंपाइल होना पड़ता है. तो कंपाइल होना मतलब क्या, वो पूरा जो सपोज सी या सी प्लस प्लस जो भी फाइल आप लिखते हो, वो कंपाइल होने के बाद एक एग्जीक्यूटेबल फाइल बनता है अगर आपका कोई एरर ना हो तो. ठीक है, बट इंटरप्रेटर में क्या होता है, वो साइमल्टेनियसली क्या करता है, मतलब साइमल्टेनियसली मतलब डायनामिकली वो क्या करता है, लाइन बाय लाइन एग्जीक्यूट करते जाता है. इसीलिए ये प्रोसेस क्या होता है, स्लो होता है. ठीक है, सो दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ स्लो लैंग्वेज. द नेक्स्ट वन इज weak on type binding. I have already also marked it in this way. इसका मतलब ये है, weak on type binding का मतलब नहीं है मतलब ये नहीं है कि वो weakly typed है. Okay, Python is not weakly typed, it is strongly typed language. Weak on type binding का मतलब ये है कि ये डायनामिकली बाइंडिंग है. ठीक है, वीक ऑन टाइप बाइंडिंग मतलब क्या, हम किसी भी टाइम में एक वेरिएबल को डिफरेंट टाइप में बदल सकते हैं. इसका मतलब मैं एक जस्ट सिंपल एग्जांपल देता हूँ. तो लेट मी यूज आइडियली वीक ऑन टाइप बाइंडिंग मतलब है डायनामिकली बाइंडिंग. ओके, इट्स नॉट वीकली टाइप्ड. ओके, so you have to think in that way. ओके, सो इसमें हम सपोज जैसे कि हम लिखते हैं a इक्वल टू 10, a इक्वल टू 10 लिखेंगे. तो अभी क्या है, a एक इंटीजर है. फिर हम a इक्वल टू सम स्ट्रिंग भी दे सकते हैं, सपोज हेलो. तो अभी क्या है, जब a का वैल्यू जानना चाहेंगे तो वो क्या दिखाएगा, हेलो दिखाएगा, वो 10 नहीं दिखाएगा. ठीक है, इसका मतलब क्या है, ये डायनामिकली बाइंडिंग है. ओके, सो वीक ऑन टाइप बाइंडिंग मतलब व्हाट, इट इज डायनामिकली बाइंडिंग. ओके, तो next point, okay, there is no next point. So these are some shortcomings. Okay, so let's talk about the next, let's go to next slide. So how we can work in Python. So we know in class 11th we have discussed two types of modes. One is interactive mode, another is script mode. Okay, interactive mode means what, we have to search the python.exe file in the drive in which it is installed. If found, double click it and start Python in interactive mode. So how we can do that, let me just tell you. Simply simply go to this search bar, just type python.exe. Okay, so this is the python.exe. So just you have to run it. So once you run it, so you see you'll be having this, what, this window. So here you can see there are 3 greater than symbol, that is called command Python command prompt. So you can write whatever you want to write. Suppose you want to just print hello, print yes, so hello is being printed, isn't it? So that means this is one way of getting into interactive mode. The other way, what we can do, we can use the Python ideally means integrated development environment, or that is the Python GUI. So what we have to do, we have to go to start. Okay, so this is the start. So we have to go to start, then we have to find Python 3.8. Yes, this is Python 3.8. Just click there and you can find this Python ideally. Okay, so just click on there. We have already got this Python 3.8 ideally with the Python shell. Okay, so then we can do whatever the calculation. Suppose 2 plus 6 8, so all these things, 7 divided by 2, 3.5, then 8 divided by 3. Okay, so these are the calculations we can do in interactive mode. Interactive mode मतलब क्या है कि हम जैसे एक स्क्रिप्ट रन कर रहे हैं, उसका आउटपुट हमको इंस्टेंटली मिल रहा है. ये 2 प्लस 6 लिखे तो 8 हो रहा है, 7 डिवाइड बाई 2 लिखे तो 3.5 हो रहा है, 8 डिवाइड बाई 3 बोल रहे हैं तो क्या हो रहा है, ये रिजल्ट आ रहा है. सो दिस इज व्हाट इंटरेक्टिव मोड मीन्स. नेक्स्ट इज, लेट्स गो टू नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. नेक्स्ट वन इज स्क्रिप्ट मोड. स्क्रिप्ट मोड मतलब क्या होगा, हम पहले एक प्रोग्राम लिखेंगे, उसको सेव करेंगे, सेव करने के बाद हम क्या करेंगे सॉरी, सेव करने के बाद हम उसको रन करेंगे पाइथन इंटरेक्टिव मोड में. ओके, so let's talk about that. So just go to file, then create a new file. Suppose I just want to print some message, print welcome to my online video lecture. Okay, so this is my message. So first we have to write our script. Suppose this is our script, then we have to, what we have to do, we have to save it. So how can we can save? You can save using Control S from your keyboard, or just file then save. Yes, so it will save in this Python 38 folder. Okay, so this is the path already given by your Python software. So you have to give a file name. Suppose I want to give prog1.py. so py extension will be given, otherwise you have to save as type Python files you have to set, otherwise you can just keep .py extension and you have to save it. And to replace it, yes. So now prog1.py, the file we have created in this path. Okay, now to run this file, what you have to do here, this is, okay, zoom it a bit, you can just run it. Click on this run tab, click on this run tab. So once you click on this run tab, click on that run tab, what will happen? The shell is being restarted. Okay, the Python shell is restarted, and whatever the code was there, that will be executed. So what we have written to print this message, so this message is being printed. Okay, so you see, this is the message we have written, and this is the message is being printed. So another thing we can also do, so we can this run module thing we can do. Otherwise you just have to just print, just press the F5 key, and now I'm pressing the F5 key, and you see, welcome to my online video lecture is being printed on your Python shell. So this is what is called the script mode. Okay, so this is the Python script mode. Next one, so we are remained with only 13 minutes. Let me talk about basic data handling techniques in Python. डाटा हैंडलिंग का मतलब ये है किस तरह हम डाटा यूज करेंगे पाइथन में, okay, and what are the different types of data. Okay, so let's talk about each one of them. So first we will be talking about what is a data type. So data type specifies which type of value a variable can store. इसका मतलब ये इस तरह एक वेरिएबल जब हम लिखेंगे, उस वेरिएबल में कौन से टाइप का डाटा हम स्टोर कर सकते हैं, वो तुम्हारा आपका डाटा टाइप बताएगा. ओके, टू नो डाटा टाइप ऑफ एनी वेरिएबल, व्हाट वी कैन डू, वी कैन यूज दिस टाइप फंक्शन. So we'll be talking about these functions in later course of time. Okay, the next one is, what are the different data types in Python? So Python are these types: number, string, boolean, list, tuple, set, and dictionary. So let's talk about each one of them. The first one is number. The number in Python is used to store numeric values. तो न्यूमेरिक वैल्यूज मतलब क्या? ये इंटीजर हो सकता है, फ्लोट हो सकता है, या कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर हो सकता है. ओके, so what are integers? The integers or int are positive or negative numbers with no decimal points. तो नो डेसिमल पॉइंट्स मतलब ये है कि जैसे कि a इक्वल टू 100 लिखा है, इसमें कोई डेसिमल पॉइंट है क्या? नहीं है. देन b इक्वल टू -100, c equal to 1 multiplied with 20. So these are what? These are integers, as they are not having any decimal point. Okay, and one thing you have to remember, integer in Python 3 are of unlimited size. Like in C++, the size of integers are fixed. Okay, but in Python 3.x or something like 3.268 is the latest version, the size of integer is unlimited. Okay, so that is what integers mean. Next one is, okay, so we can convert the type of some string to integer using int function. Let's talk about that. Okay, so suppose I am writing a equal to 100. So I have written the wrong thing. A equal to equal to 200 equal to 300. Okay, so these are what? Integers. But as we know, we have discussed in class 11th, suppose let me use the input function. Input, let me assign a variable, suppose x is a variable. What you input, enter a value, enter a value. So if I'll be executing this, what it will be given? It is prompting me to enter a value. Suppose I want to enter 5. Okay, so what will happen? This 5 will be assigned to x. So when you are typing x, the file will be shown. But you see here, 5 is not a number. What it is? It is a string. Okay, so to convert the string, what we have to use? I have to use the int function. Okay, so how I can use this int function? Okay, so let me just write x times 5. X times 3. So what it will print? It will not print 15, but it will print 555. So this is what it means. What it means that it means that if you are using input function and whatever you are entering the value, that is being assigned as a string. Okay, इसका मतलब अगर आप कोई वैल्यू देते हो तो x में क्या होता है, वो एज ए स्ट्रिंग बोल के असाइन होता है. ठीक है, इसलिए हम अगर x टाइम्स 3 लिखते हैं तो क्या होता है, 555 आता है, ना कि 15 आता है. तो हम क्या करेंगे, इंट फंक्शन यूज करेंगे. ठीक है, तो इंट फंक्शन यूज करने के लिए हम क्या करेंगे, इनपुट के बाहर हम क्या करेंगे, इंट फंक्शन यूज करेंगे और देखेंगे कि अभी x का, सपोज इसको y ले लेते हैं, y का वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगा. सपोज हम 5 लेंगे एंड फिर y का वैल्यू देखने के लिए कोशिश करेंगे तो क्या होगा, ये 5 आया है, इसमें कोई की तरह सिंगल कोट नहीं. इसका मतलब 5 क्या है, आपका इंटीजर है. तो इसको हम कैसे मतलब कैसे वेरीफाई करने के लिए, सपोज मैं y मल्टीप्लाइड विथ 3 करता हूँ तो इसका आंसर क्या आएगा, 15. So this is what the use of int function is. Okay, so let's talk about the next thing, floating point numbers. So we are left with only 6 minutes. So after this floating point numbers, we'll be completing our class. Okay, so if you are having any doubt, you can write it in comment section, and you just type comment me if how I can improve it. This is my first lecture, that's why I may be having different loopholes. So just tell me how I can improvise my teaching skills, online teaching skills especially, because this is what I don't use to do usually. Okay, so I don't know even you are able to listen to me or not, but hopefully it is going very well. Let's see. Okay, so let's talk about floating point numbers. The floating point numbers means what? It is a positive or negative real numbers with a decimal point. इसका मतलब हम जैसे पिछले एग्जाम्पल में a b c को क्या किए थे, हम सिंपली एक होल नंबर दिए थे. ओके, सो 100 200 300 ऐसे लिखे थे. तो इसमें क्या करेंगे, एक डेसिमल पॉइंट देंगे. ठीक है, उसका एक फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट रहेगा, तो ये क्या बन जाएगा, आपका फ्लोटिंग पॉइंट नंबर. Okay, so this is the example it has given, and if you are running in this way, then the output will be shown in this way. Okay, so my advice or suggestion to you is, you just open your Python ideally and type these codes and see whether these codes are giving the output or no, these outputs or not. Okay, so in Python, hands-on exercise is very important. So you have to do all these exercises, whatever is being discussed here, so that the things can be more clear. Okay, so next thing, let's go to next slide. So here it may be using what, the float function. Okay, because we know that whatever the, like we have discussed here, so let me do the same thing. तो अगर हम x के लिए एक वैल्यू लेंगे, सपोज अभी क्या दूंगा, सपोज 40.5, अभी एक मैं फ्लोटिंग पॉइंट वैल्यू दे रहा हूँ, तो वो फ्लोटिंग पॉइंट वैल्यू बोल के नहीं लेगा। अगर x हम देखेंगे तो वो क्या दे रहा है, एक स्ट्रिंग दे रहा है। तो इसको अगर हमको मतलब फ्लोट में कन्वर्ट करना है तो हम क्या करेंगे, फ्लोट फंक्शन यूज करेंगे। तो इंटीजर था पहले, इसमें हम फ्लोट फंक्शन यूज करेंगे। फ्लोट फंक्शन यूज करते हैं कैसे, FLOT फ्लोट लिखोगे तो आपका, सॉरी क्या कर देते हैं, x का वैल्यू फ्लोट में आएगा। ठीक है, तो एंटर ए वैल्यू, सपोज 40.5, so now the value will be, x value will be what, floating point. Okay, so we have left with another 3 minutes. So this is what the type conversion to floating point numbers. Next one is complex number. So complex number क्या है, जिसका एक नंबर होता है कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर, इसका दो पार्ट होते हैं, एक रियल पार्ट होता है और एक इमेजिनरी पार्ट होता है। तो रियल पार्ट, इमेजिनरी पार्ट को हम कैसे लिखते हैं, नॉर्मल मैथमेटिक्स में हम कैसे लिखते हैं, x प्लस वाई जे लिखते हैं नॉर्मल मैथमेटिक्स में। ओके, बट अगर हमको पाइथन में लिखना है तो हम क्या करेंगे, कॉम्प्लेक्स एक फंक्शन है, इनबिल्ट फंक्शन। तो फंक्शन के बारे में हम चैप्टर 2 में पढ़ेंगे। तो एक बिल्ट इन फंक्शन है कॉम्प्लेक्स, उस कॉम्प्लेक्स फंक्शन को यूज करके हम पहले रियल पार्ट लिखेंगे, उसके बाद इमेजिनरी पार्ट लिखेंगे, तो वो ऑटोमेटिकली आपका इमेजिनरी पार्ट में जे अपेंड मतलब ऐड हो जाएगा। ठीक है, लेट्स डू दैट, लेट्स डू सम आंसर ऑन इट। तो suppose a equal to complex, so I am using this complex built-in complex function। तो इसमें पहले मैं क्या लिखूंगा, रियल पार्ट, सपोज रियल पार्ट इज 100 एंड इमेजिनरी पार्ट इज 200। so now a is a complex number. If you want to see what is the value of a, just type a and hit enter. So you see 100 plus 200j, so that is what a complex number is. Okay, so this is a very brief introduction of Python. So in next class we'll be talking about Python string type. Okay, so today we have discussed the features of Python and why exactly we are using Python, what is the history of Python, and the data handling in Python, and we have talked about the numbers. Okay, so just I want your comments and valuable suggestion how I can improve this online video lectures, and please comment and subscribe to my channel and like the videos if you actually like it.